Welcome, Beth Sama, to your astrological transit forecast report. This is the piece dealer. We see you were born 1980. You got your sun in Pisces, you got your rising in Cancer, and you have your moon in Virgo. My friend, just like me, you are a Saturn vessel alien. Shout out to the aliens. There's just so many aliens that we're reading these days. This is amazing. And then you're already an ascended master, so you're beyond the alien, the realm of the extraterrestrials. But yeah, as a Cancer rising, Leo season is all about self-worth. It's all about the self-worth that goes into you manifesting creativity from your heart. I actually love this axis because it makes so much sense. Cancer is emotions. It's the ability to feel deeply and empathize. And so you need courage to express boldly your feelings because feelings come with vulnerability. And so Leo represents the courage necessary to boldly express vulnerabilities like the badasses they are. And as a Pisces sun, this now is sixth house. So your awareness of this self-esteem second house transit is going to be an integration of the past 6 months into your heart. So you're going to be integrating newly formed behavior concerning the manifestation of greater confidence as it directly pertains to other people, because the narrative of this chapter 7 Jupiter cycle is in your seventh with Pluto and with Saturn. So ever since 2008, Beth, Pluto has been tearing up your relationships so that once you wrap up this lesson forever this year, this is going to allow you the strength and power to not only manifest incredible relationships with other people, but also step you into the eighth house boundary lesson. And this is the most important for Cancer and Cancer risings. As a Pisces sun, this is your 11th house. And so this is your awareness of your relationship with close friends. But Cancer and Cancer risings, you really want to be mindful of how this period is preparing you to manifest powerful partnerships. And so Saturn is raising the standards of who you could be with. If people don't have purity, if people don't have integrity, it will not work with them. And not only will it not work with them, you will suffer serious penalties. Because of course you shouldn't be partnering with anyone you can't trust. This is a controlled opposition testing period. This is amazing because it trines your Virgo energy, which we'll talk about. But I just want to really establish how all the transits you're going through are based on the narrative of breaking you through your relationships. The inhibition that has not necessarily allowed you to fully express your true self in relationships with others has much to do with Pluto opposite your Venus. And Pluto is going through a final square with Pluto. It's currently 23 degrees. As it retrogrades, it'll be 22, and soon it'll be 21. This is the very, 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 very last square you will ever go through. This is a huge deal. You want to celebrate this because after this year, you will never really have this square, especially as Pluto moves into Aqua 2023. And this represents a downhill path. If you were going uphill and the struggle of going uphill before, now that Pluto square is no more inhibition, no more nervousness, no more insecurities when it comes to dealing with other people, when it comes to holding space with other people. You hold space for integrity and hold others accountable right now. And this is where now, when we look at Leo season, Venus is going to come into your first at the end. Mars is going to go over your Venus. We're going to see Uranus dead conjunct retrograde your Chiron. And so a lot of your energies are being activated. You're having subsequently a Uranus return right now. Opposition. And so I want to start with Venus, as the North Node is in your 12th house and getting ready with the South Node to unlock your Neptunian clairvoyant ability. This squares your Virgo energy as an analytical mechanism to make sure you can ground the details of what you're seeing extra dimensionally, especially as it pertains to the reality warping as an ascended master Pisces sun that can utilize imagination and visualization to change your reality because you're just so gangster. And this is literally gangster, like Jesus Christ. So you have 29-degree North Node in Leo. And so one thing to keep in mind is that the grand fire trine that's going to occur around the 17th, the 7th to the 17th, really, of August, is going to really fuel your confidence by showing you the next direction of where you can take your career, especially as Chiron and Mars are currently transiting your 10th. This is second house to your Pisces sun. And all of this is meant to fill you with more confidence and with more instinctual masculine assertiveness to really forge forward your goals. But remember, this is all based on the seventh house narrative your Cancer rising is experiencing. And so everything that constitutes this raising element of self-esteem is meant to have you be more powerful in your dealings with others, is meant to have you hold others more accountable to integrity, because you are being used as an instrument to really bring out the greatness in other people. And this is where the inhibitive and intensity of the square is going to take with Pluto in your fourth, private sensitivities, and also, intense social interactions and faux pas and psychological maladies inherent in interactions and unfairness, so that you can take it directly to people. And this is where, of course, Venus in Aries is going to pull on your heart's authenticity to not really pull back the punches. I think the coolest part about this Capricorn energy, though, is all your Virgo energy that can analyze and align with this very, very magically, which is a fancy way of saying manifestation. And so because this is your 3rd, 7th, and 11th house, this is going to practically align the strength and power with which you can realistically connect and communicate with people without even having to say a single word. It's just all going to be in your death stares and in your body language. I mean, not that you'll have to death stare anybody who dares mess and waste your time, but this is definitely going to be very revealing, because we can't also forget Neptune is dead conjunct your MC, and your legacy has everything to do with teaching people metaphysics, teaching people divine magic, showing people the unseen when it comes to the psychological understanding of the meaning behind people's emotions and how that relates directly into interpersonal relationship dynamics. So outside of that as well, the grand water trine that will form with Venus entering Cancer is going to come out of your 12th and very much so help you identify with this heartfelt feeling of sincerity. And this is also going to make you very beautiful. This is a great period to change your appearance. Not really change your appearance, will be Venus Gemini. This is a great period to lead forward in how you express yourself, beautify your personality. It's going to sextile your Virgo energy. It's going to help you feel beautiful. This is also going to attract romance. Now, because this is 5th house to your Pisces sun, you're developing creativity in how you express your own personality. This is even more important because Venus will be opposite this Capricorn energy. So you want to make sure that that other people are not necessarily taking advantage of the kindness that you'll be expressing. But all this trine to Virgo that we have with your moon, Jupiter, and Saturn to first Chiron on Uranus on your Chiron, and then also to Jupiter in your 7th, in Saturn and Pluto in your 7th, is geared towards transforming the unconventional quality of what people you attract, what money you attract, and how specifically you formulate your attitude and words in the 3rd house here towards the people you're dealing with in the seventh. This is what's going to create miraculous talking points moving into September, because you gain this self-esteem during Leo season to start changing people's minds, to start putting people in their goddamn place, to start telling people, I told you so, you tried to play me like I was some willy-nilly delusional fishy, but I knew what I was talking about because I stay with receipts, because my moon's in Virgo, and I got Jupiter there, and I got Saturn there. This is a very auspicious period because you have Saturn and Jupiter trining Saturn and Jupiter in Capricorn. And you were born in 80, right before 81, where all three of these planets conjuncted in Libra. So you don't have to suffer that wrath that they do. In fact, this is going to be more fun for you because this is really more so aligning a lot of the analysis you're receptive to in a way to psychoanalyze and also show other people where they can align more in integrity in their own lives. In a nutshell, though, especially with this new moon that's going to engender greater self-esteem, this is going to highlight the jealousy that you may receive from other people, although behind closed doors, because they will not bring that to your face. But this is also going to open up amazing ability to make money passionately. This past second house transit I went through was responsible for the spike in income that I've made ever since. And all I had to do was just establish an idea, which was actually posting these on YouTube. I had no idea this would spike income because this served as a promotional tool as well. And I'm using this as an example because for you, this may not be a thought. This may be a heartfelt creative action or heartfelt creativity that now instills greater freedom, love, courage, and money or value into your life. Because this is also aligning with your North Node that is sextiling the North Node in your 12th, this is also going to make you keenly aware of the direction your value is transcending in relative to old spiritual beliefs that no longer apply to this heightened sense of confidence that doesn't necessarily need to play with such thoughts, and instead align them with a higher spiritual understanding, divine in nature, with the words and the truth necessary to unlock full-scale reality warping potential. It's a fancy way of saying that near the end of this Leo season transit, you're going to really receive more keys to unlock accordingly the magical potential of the words you say to induce supernatural change. And this is so important because you've always been able to do this. But this Gemini transit is the final piece of the puzzle, because you have Pisces, you have Sag, you have Virgo, but your Gemini's empty. It's the sacred final piece of the puzzle to wrap around your mind and now, boom, really understand moving into 2021 where all of this will really transform in this 8th house. I'm going to end this reading off with Mars that is going to be conjunct your Venus, allowing you to activate this sense of your heart and also break through this sense of opposition it'll make to Pluto. Any sense of intensity, any sense of intimidation, any sense of fear is just meant to help break you through your comfort zone. And you want to champion that sense of assertive passion because that's only going to add and build to your self-esteem with the trine to Leo in your second. You stay blessed as always. Screw the haters. Screw whoever's jealous. They will never be as magical as you, which is why they're showing you shade. And with Uranus in your 10th, this is going to heal the capacity with the very unique and genius intellect level and wealth quality of individuals that you can manifest into your life by having them be drawn to your own intellect and expertise. You stay blessed as always, and until next time, peace.